It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And the focus is on Greg Newsome, who's approaching another plateau for the season, as he's within range of 60 tackles. It's the Eagles and the Commanders, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation. New Year's wishes to all of you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, Happy New Year, partner. A couple of weeks left now. The final 2 weeks of the regular season are upon us, and off we go on EA Sports. This returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They're led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2023. From Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
You think back to last week and what was really a pretty bland game. He didn't do a ton that was overly exciting, but his team was still able to come out with a win. I think that's really a testament to this roster that they have built. Yes, you're going to need your quarterback to play good ball as the season progresses, but in the meantime, they are good enough around him that as he continues to find his way, this is still a tough team to match up with.
His pass caught. It's Chigokonkwo.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the handoff, it's Davis. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. In trouble, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Stroud. Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive.
This defensive line clearly has a beat on this offense. They've got to find a way to settle their pass protections. If they want to be able to get their quarterback in any sort of established rhythm and timing going forward, they're going to have to do a lot better job protecting them. Early in this game, that's already 2 sacks allowed.
So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his 2nd season in the NFL.
Going back and looking at last week's tape, just a little too up and down for my liking. It's hard to win consistently in the NFL, Mike, with your quarterback having good plays, good weeks, bad weeks. You want to just level all of that out. Maybe you lose some of the highs, but you prevent some of the lows. And when he was good, he was really good. But when he was bad, those are the back-breaking plays that really are hard to overcome if you want to win consistently in this league.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Right back to him on 1st down. Well, they weren't going to get him the 2nd time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Moore going in motion. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. And it sets up 4th down. Here comes the Eagles punt team. That's taken at about the 14. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Commanders' offense and C.J. Stroud ready to get to work once more. And he's used his legs to great effect this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design, as you check out the league leaders in quarterback rushing yards.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant
and they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now their pass protection is breaking down, and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Eagles offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a 1st down. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at the line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. That's complete. It's Jalen Waddle. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
They'll turn and hand this one off. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but they didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. And they finally get him down, but not before he brings it to the 4-yard line.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the 1st down, sets up 1st and goal.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Seven 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Commanders offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. And things are getting a little tight with 2 weeks left in the regular season. Already, we can look ahead in both conferences to some critical divisional matchups ahead in Week 18. 2nd and 7. Now, Stroud. That one's complete. It's Ray Davis. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and a yard. Off the zone read, it's a give to Davis. And he will have the Commanders' first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert on 3rd and 1. Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. He'll get this one out to his fullback. He'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. They're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. To throw is Stroud. That is brought in. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Stroud to throw here on first down. To the outside, into the hands of McLaurin.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Now, a give to Davis. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a first down. The motion man here is McClure. On the ground once more, it's Davis. Not much happening there. Tackled at the 17. Here's 2nd and 9. Brings up 2nd and 9. Stroud. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. Stroud gonna tuck this one on the zone read. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Commanders. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His 1st NFL touchdown. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
This fielded at about the 9. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. In motion, Reed. Right away, they'll set up to throw. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
And he's near the 1st down, stopped a little short of the 40. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. And that is incomplete.
What did he tell us in our production meeting this week, Mike? He takes such great pride in his coverage abilities, and after that play, it's pretty clear why.
A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. The Commanders' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
The Eagles offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one is caught by Reed. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. They send him right out of the slot. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, his quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
On comes the punter now, as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. 1st and 10. Here's Davis. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Julian Love brings him down. 2nd down and 8. They'll go again with Davis. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Here's 3rd and 7. Stroud to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
The Eagles offense headed back to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. The tight end going in motion to the left. Back to throw here to begin the drop. The open man is Reed. He's got it. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
Now a give up the middle. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll stick with him again. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. He's brought down by Kobe Turner. It is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's DJ Moore. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry. And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Commanders' offense getting set to get back to work. They'll begin with 1st and 10. The right side, catch made by McLaurin. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll go play action with Stroud. That's deep for Olave. And he will take this one in. 75 yards. Touchdown, Washington. No problem there on the extra point. And the Commanders will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it is Trey Tucker. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. In motion, it's Waddle. Back to throw. Over the middle, it's taken in by Waddle. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. Into space at the 45. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. They'll throw out of the gun. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. They'll look to throw again. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Back to the air one more time. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4. That's caught on the right side by Waddle. And the Eagles are going to have a first and goal. He'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. In motion, it's Waddle. They'll look to throw yet again. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Second and goal. Slot receiver headed right. Now they'll set up to throw. The second down throw is incomplete. 2 incomplete passes now lead to this third down and goal. In motion, Reed. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Miami. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. And instead, why don't we get right back to it as we'll get ready for the third quarter. To return is Tucker. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Sending it deep for Waddle. We'll try again. It's second and 10. Up the middle they go. It'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Here's a third and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's got the hook up there to Waddle. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. To the air now on first and 10. And that one incomplete. Jaden Reed was the intended target. And it'll bring up second down. In motion, Reed. Back to the air once more on second down. They smelled the screen and took care of it. Blown up in the backfield. On third down, they'll set up to throw. Here comes the Eagles punt team, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. He'll look middle here, and there's Olave. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. From the gun, here's Stroud. He's got his tight end. That's Okonkwo. 13 yards on that pass play. Good for a Commander's first down. To throw, it's Stroud. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line. On second down, Stroud. Pass is caught by Olave. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. On first down, it's Davis. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down. So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Stroud. Right back to Olave. He's got it again. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Stroud. Quick throw, taken in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll run. It's Davis. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Slot man in motion left. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. He'll try and get there on the ground. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On second down, a run with Davis. And he will get into the end zone. Ray Davis. Touchdown, Washington. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They bring the tight end in motion. They'll begin here on the ground. Oh! And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. He'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. In motion, it's Waddle. Back to throw. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Here now, 3rd and 5. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. They motion the slot man left. They'll look to throw again. That's to Waddle again. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. In motion, Reed. Back to the air one more time. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't. And now 3rd down comes up. Now, faking the give. This one is caught by Reed. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another shot. And he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he may have come back a little bit, and now it is 3rd and goal. Now they'll set up to throw. That is caught. What a job on the scramble. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The PAT, up and good. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end. So things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. He'll start at the 4. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. On the ground, it's Davis. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line. Here's Stroud. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Commanders. Point after try forthcoming. He knocks it through. And the Commanders have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The drive will start on the ground. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. He'll drop to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Here's a 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Moore going in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Sending it deep for Waddle. And that is incomplete. So, 4th down, they'll call on the punt team as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we've got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air. And with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
Throwing on 2nd down, Stroud. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. He's got a man. It's McLaurin. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Oh, a loose football. The Eagles have it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
They'll look to throw. First down throw there is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
To the left side, into the hands of Moore. Now they are in business, inside the 15-yard line. In motion, Reed. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Eagles. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Off the zone read, it's a give to Davis. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Commanders first down.
They'll go play action with Stroud. That one knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and
From the gun, here's Stroud. That's caught! And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Perry, McLaurin, touchdown, Washington. The extra point, up and good. And the Commanders will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Tucker. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Moore going in motion. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
I love these crossing routes, Mike. Not only do they put so much stress into the deep layers of the defense, but they really allow the wide receivers to run with the ball after the catch. We just saw a great example why, and it led to a huge chunk play.
To the air now on 1st and 10. The open man is Reed. He's got it.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make...
That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Azeez Al-Shire.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. To throw is Stroud. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The Eagles offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. He'll work forward only to about the 18. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Got his man at the 6. And the Eagles have got a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 4-yard line. That's a gain of 14 and a 1st down. He'll look to throw. That's hauled in at the 2.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him,
under pressure, and now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision. Now remember, all scoring plays are reviewed.
The previous
Tight
play
game,
is under review.
tight call. They're going to take a good long look at this one. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense and Chris Olave getting ready for their next possession. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. The left side into the hands of Olave. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Davis. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this.
Here we go.
The tight end Okonkwo is in motion. On the ground once more, it's Davis. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming. Olave is the motion man. They'll drop to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And now at 152, the defense will pull the plug there as they take a timeout. Now a give to Davis. Not much happening there, just a short game. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. They'll go again with Davis. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? To throw, it's Stroud. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. They get 15 on that game. 1st down, Washington.
And after that 1st down throw, Mike, it's really a deflating moment of the defense. They understood the urgency of getting off the field and getting the ball back to their offense. Here we are under 2 minutes in a one-possession game.
So it's a win here for the Commanders. And it is a season sweep for them. They defeat their division rivals for the 2nd time this year. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Commanders are winners as we say so long from just outside our nation's capital.